Hey guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a spring glam look. So, instead of just rambling on, I'm going to get right into it. So, first off, I'm going to start with this Touch of Water Cream Moisturizer. I'm going to be using it as like a primer. And you don't need a lot with this product. So, I just take a little bit on my finger and then just apply it to my face. Like so. So now that that's in place, just gonna close this up so it doesn't dry out. And then for foundation, I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation in the shade 200. And instead of applying with like a brush like I normally do, I've been using beauty blenders a lot more recently. I just think they have like a little more airbrushed coverage, so I'm just gonna take like a squirt or two onto the beauty blender and just apply that. So when I'm blending down the neck, I'm gonna add like an extra 2 squirts, and then cheek, forehead, more of my forehead, and then down my neck. And I'm just gonna blend that all in. I really like this foundation because I think it's like a nice medium coverage. But if you like full coverage, you can build it up. Whatever. I literally just got foundation all over my finger. I'm just gonna get like the tiny bits of my ears that are showing. And then blend down the neck. Okay, so now that that's all blended in, I'm just gonna go over and just kind of like make sure it's like beat into my skin. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with concealer. This is the Urban Decay. Let me just close my foundation. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer in the shade Fair Warm. I don't know if you can see that. How do beauty gurus do this like that? I don't know, whatever. So instead of like applying it in like a triangle, I'm gonna focus it in dots. Kind of like a tribal war paint, like Coachella if you want. Is that how people who go to Coachella do that? Like they just leave unblended concealer? Because like honestly, I think it's a look. Down my nose, forehead. The forehead's the only thing I'm not doing dots for. I'm just doing like a kind of like flower thing. And then Cupid's bow, chin, and then smile lines. And then wherever I have a pimple. So I normally get breakouts around my mouth. So I kind of look like Santa Claus. But I'd rather look like Santa Claus than Rudolph. I'd rather look like Santa Claus for 10 seconds than Rudolph for 12 hours. if you watch my live videos on Instagram, you should follow me on Instagram, Sarah_Lightbody, SARAH_LIGHTBODY. Just some promo. I did a live video and I said exactly that. So the people who subscribe to my YouTube channel and my Instagram and watch that live stream, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, now that the concealer is all blended in, I'm going to take this Wet n Wild pressed powder. I literally just broke this. Like, I just got this from my friend a week ago, and I broke it. So, Jules, if you're watching this, I'm really sorry. I'm still going to use it and cherish it. I can still use it. So I'm just going to take this powder brush and gently dip into the powder. It's cracked, but I'm still going to use it. If they make like makeup fixer gel or whatever it's called, I know like some like mainstream beauty influencers have it. I don't know what it's called. You like pour it into like a broken pot and it like fixes your broken makeup. Any of you know something like that, let me know. Cause like that's so sad, cause I literally just got that from my friend and now it's broken. Ugh. This is why I can't have nice things. Okay, so now that powder is done, I'm gonna put this away so it doesn't break anymore. Bronzer. So I'm gonna be bronzing with the Too Faced Natural Beauty Holiday Edition palette, and it comes with 6 eyeshadows, and there's a bronzer, so I'm gonna use the bronzer. I kind of wish Too Faced would make. I think they have other bronzers, so if I ever run out of the bronzer in here, I'll probably get one of those, but I don't think I'll be running out anytime soon. So I'm going to use the Wet n Wild's kind of like flat top brush that my friend Jules also got me. In the play I was in, we did Secret Buddies, and she was my secret buddy. And the last day, she gave me a whole bunch of makeup and like some candy. So, yeah. And I also keep my makeup in the bag she gave me. It says, it's just this little makeup bag, and it says blending is my cardio. And I'm obsessed with it because I love to blend. I love blending eyeshadow. It will take me literally like 10 minutes just to blend like my crease. It's weird. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, it's called the Warm My Heart bronzer right here. So I'm just going to take that brush. And what's nice about this brush is it kind of has like a little thumb holder. It's got a little spot for your thumb. Just going to rub it in. Tap off some excess and do that again. And then kind of make like a puckering my lips, like a kiss face. But if you want like a really defined contour, you could do like a fish face. I'm not a fan of such like a sharp contour. I like it to look really natural, like, oh my god, like you have a tan, like you just came back from the beach, like that. I used to drag my bronzer so far down, like right next to my mouth, but I was watching a Nicole Concealia video, and when she did her bronzer, she didn't go so far down to give it like that more natural kind of look, and not such a sharp contour, so I've been doing that a lot. I'm kind of like maintaining it like closer to my ear and my hairline, and then I'm just gonna like pinch the brush, swipe back and forth, and then pinch, and then slightly contour, bronze up my nose. Not so much, because when I put powders under my nose, I kind of rub them off. So I'm just going to go really light. So after that, we're going to use highlighter. And this is also a Wet n Wild product. It's a Wet n Wild highlighting powder in the shade Blossom Glow. Sorry, the light kind of like dimmed, I guess. So it's this really pretty kind of like champagne-y pink color, but it's got that like luminescence to it. So pretty. That's what it looks like. Stunning. I love it. Jules also gave this to me, so like this is kind of like a Jules gave me makeup video. So I'm just lightly applying that to my cheek. I'm not going for, it is a spring glam look, but this highlighter is blinding on its own. So I'm not going to use setting spray because I don't want such a, I just want like that dewy kind of look. I don't want such like a, I love highlighter, don't get me wrong, but like I've just been into like the kind of subtle highlight lately. And then I'm going to put some on my temples. I also put some down my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin. And this is so pretty. I love this. Would recommend. So after highlighter, I'm gonna grab my everything's falling. Okay, I dropped my setting spray. Hold on. Sorry for this awkward angle. Okay, so I'm going to use the Jaclyn Hill palette. Oh my god, I forgot blush. Before we do that, we're going to put on some blush. This is Kylie Cosmetics blush in the shade Barely Legal. I kind of did this out of order. I would normally put blush on before highlighter, but I kind of like this. And then boop boop on my forehead. And I just do that to kind of like blend in everything. So yeah. Now I'm going to go into the Jaclyn Hill palette. Today I'm going to do more of a pop of color look. So I'm going to take this angled brush, and I'm going to dip into these top shades here, these two. On the first row, these shades, these kind of like light brown colors. One's called Silk Cream, and the one right next to it is called MFEO. So I'm just applying that to my crease. And then I'm going to take this angle brush, but it's just flatter. And I'm going to dip into the shade below that, above this red. It's right under MFEO, the shade right here. It's called Pukey, which makes sense because it is kind of like a turned down, kind of like vomity brown. If that makes sense, well, that's what the color's called, so. So I'm just applying that back into the crease to kind of give it more definition. Just going back and forth. And then I'm going to take this more angled brush from Echo Tools. And I'm going to dip into this shade right here, it's kind of like a mocha-y color. What's it called? It's not called mocha. It's called... this one's called mocha. This one's mocha. But I'm going to dip into a lighter form of that. And it's called buns. I'm just going to take that on my angled Echo Tools brush. And this is the Echo Tools angled crease brush. So I'm just going to like stamp that buns color into the outer corner and then blend it through. So it's like a stamp motion and then a blend and swipe motion. It's like a stamp, blend, swipe. And then I'm going to take my finger and drag out the shadow. So after that, I'm gonna take that angled brush I used before and I'm gonna dip into the shade in light, the first shade in the palette. This one right over here. Even though it's a shimmer shade, I'm gonna apply it close to my crease, but mainly focus it on the brow bone. I'm just kind of like straightening out that shadow that we stamped, and then I'm taking that in light shade and putting it on my brow bone. And then you know what, I think I'm gonna put, no, okay. So I have this tiny, ooh, I need a lid shade. Okay, so I'm gonna take this Echo Tools brush, and this is just a large shadow brush, and I'm gonna dip into this I'm gonna dip into this gold shade on the side. It's called Queen. So I'm just gonna take that on my large shadow brush. And then I'm just going to apply that to my lid. I really like this gold. It's kind of a more like foiled gold, I would say. It's really pretty. I am a sucker for gold shadows. And then I'm going to take that highlighter brush I used. I'm just going to like buff out the inner corner. And I'm going to take this small pencil brush from Echo Tools, and I'm going to dip into this really pretty like aquamarine shade on the bottom. Not the sparkly one, the matte one. It's called, sorry, it's called Jada. I'm going to take that on my small pencil brush. Just really pack on the color. And I'm going to apply it to my lower lash line. Just like a pop of color. barely tapped into it, and I'm just gonna bring it into the inner corner so it meets the gold. Then I'm just gonna like bring it out to the brown. I'm obsessed. Yes. Sorry. So I'm dipping back into that Jada shade, which I think is adorable because she said in her video that this shade was for her niece, Jada, and it's like that's the name I was thinking. It's like a jade green mixed with like a turquoisey blue, and I'm obsessed with it. Okay, I think this side has a little more pigment than this one. I love it. I'm obsessed. Okay, I think this one looks a little messier, but that can always be fixed. Okay, I'm obsessed. I love this color. Now I'm gonna focus it like a little closer to the. I feel like this eye kind of looks a little better. So I'm gonna take a fluffy angled brush and just kind of like. This side just looks kind of messy. Yeah, I feel like this one just kind of looks a little messier. So, sorry for that. But, you know what? I'm gonna fix it. I'm just gonna apply some concealer. To kind of cancel that out. And then take my beauty blender. You know what? That's not gonna get all the way in there. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush. Just blend that in. Just trying to like kind of mute some of that blue so I can redo it because I don't want to be half-assed. I don't want to half-ass a look that I know it can be so pretty. You know, because like that's not my thing. Like my thing isn't half-assing things. Like I go hard. And sometimes that can be the downfall to me, but like I don't fucking care. Sorry, I didn't mean to curse. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna apply more powder under that eye. Okay, so now that it's kind of like muted, I'm gonna take that pencil brush. It still has some color on it. So I'm dipping back into that Jada shade. Careful not to take off so much of the pigment. And I'm gonna try. Okay, see, that's so much better. Yeah, that's so much better. Okay. Sorry for that little, like, impromptu cleanup, but I'm obsessed with this. Why didn't I think of doing this before? I'm obsessed. Yeah, so I'm gonna take that highlighter brush. Wait, do I have a smaller brush? No, I don't. Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna take that highlighter brush that I used for my concealer and for the setting powder under that eye. that I fixed. I'm gonna take the shade Beam. It's just this really pretty, like, kind of white sparkly color. And I went up by that to the inner corner to kind of meet with the blue. I'm just gonna add a little more of a Beam shade to my nose. I'm obsessed. I think that looks sick, honey. I think that looks sick. Okay. Putting my palette back. So now I'm gonna take this Avenue waterproof mascara. Avenue is a department store where I live, so I just think this is a really nice concealer. It's not concealer, mascara. I kind of got a little mascara on my eyelids, but oh well. I feel like if I had like false eyelashes, like this look would be super cool. I don't have false lashes. I'm attempting to do lower lashes because it's something like I never do. But I feel like with this look, like okay, I like overdid the mascara, but I don't care. Okay, now I'm gonna go to lips, and this is the, I'm gonna change the lipstick color that I picked out originally, because I think that one is just too pink. Yeah, this is a good nude. I'm gonna use the Jeffree Star Lip Ammo in the shade Celebrity Skin. It's a really pretty soft nude. And I'm just slightly overdrawing my lips with the tip of the lipstick. I think this color goes great, especially since I put that blue into my eye. I recommend these lips. They're like so nourishing. Just so good. So good. And that's the finished look. I'll zoom you in a little more. So that's the finished look. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll start posting more like this if you want some more like colored looks. I'm super proud of the way it turned out. And like, comment, subscribe. You know what you gotta do. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.